While I was leaving the movie theater, I thought about this. We got a full Annabelle trilogy before even completing the Conjuring trilogy. The spin-offs got a trilogy before the Conjuring. The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It stars Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga and is about the Warrens investigate a murder that may be linked to a demonic possession. Now going into this movie, I was looking forward to the next Conjuring movie. Even though I wasn't a big fan of the trailer, if you saw my trailer reaction, it just looked really generic to me, and James Wan wasn't returning to direct, so I was already very just nervous, but I was still like, it's The Conjuring. It's the third one in the trilogy. Let's get excited. Let's go watch it. I'm not watching HBO Max. I'm going to go watch it in a movie theater. And I can extremely tell you this. James Wan is missing from this movie. From beginning to end, this movie for sure felt like a director that said, hey, I'm bringing my own style to this movie. And you know what? I respect that. For my biggest positive, I actually love the shadowing and the cinematography and a lot of the color work in this movie. I think production-wise, the movie looks fantastic. I mean, production, clothing, the cars, the 80s vibe. It even has that 80s music which we always get in the Conjuring movies, because the director said, I want to make my own movie, which is the director of Curse of La Llorona, which was meh. So for this movie, taking on a movie that is based on a very famous case, The Devil Made Me Do It. I've heard about this case. My dad has watched a documentary about this case, and it's very creepy. So the movie delivers that case in the most boring fashion, because guys, from beginning to end, I was extremely bored in this movie. Now, of course, we get Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga back as the Warrens, and you know, they're great. I mean, throughout this trilogy, and when they are come out in a few little spin-off movies, they are always the best parts, and in this movie, they give it their all. They're both fantastic. Vera Farmiga really does a great job in this movie, but Patrick Wilson, I'll give him credit. He always gets the back end of it. This movie, he does a really good job. They do something with his character that I didn't really expect, as probably happened to the real guy in real life, but in this movie, I really liked it. It gave him more vulnerability, and I really liked that, and they did stuff toward the end to his character that I was like, I'm liking all they're doing with the Warrens. And when we get to the ending, it's basically, you know, no spoilers, your big CGI, intense horror, whatever. And that's all this movie was. Really good, intense scenes with a lot of probably CGI. A few makeup scenes, a few creepy scenes. But with a horror movie, you gotta be scary. And this movie, to me, was not scary. I did not jump one time. I did not get any jolt of just terror in my body. Like, it was just very boring, and the story never got enthralling enough to where I was like on the edge of my seat of the story. We have good actors. Like, everyone in this movie is a good actor. No one gives a terrible performance. Like, the first 10 minutes, I was into it. The first opening 10 minutes of this movie, I was really into this movie. I was like, okay, I'm liking this. I'm liking this. That's a nice reference you got there. I don't want to spoil it, but after the first 10 minutes, the movie kind of does the usual Conjuring thing. Like, just again, no spoilers. In all the Conjuring movies, they do a thing with like a tracking shot with probably an upbeat music, whatever, of the house and our characters. Same thing in this movie, just like the first two. And like I said, the director's trying to do something new, which I like. I like he's doing his own style. But the James Wan direction is missing. Like, it felt like a missing part in this trilogy. It could have been a really good trilogy, but it honestly, in the very end, it had good performances, really good production value, great. The movie looks great, it sounds great, but overall, I wasn't scared, and the story never got me enthralled. I would say you could possibly just watch it on HBO Max, but I'm never not going to tell you not to go watch a movie in a theater for the theater experience. But I do not say this is a must-see. I'm gonna give The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It a C. Now, a few weeks back, I did mention I was on a live stream on my good friend Zach Goller's channel, a live stream of ranking the David Finchers. Things happened, schedules got mixed up, and so basically now we're moving on to now this Sunday. So on this Sunday on Zach Goller's channel, the David Fincher ranking will officially be released. It's my very first live stream. I'm very excited. Go check it out on his channel. It is this Sunday, 12 p.m. Eastern Time. I am very excited to do it. Anyway, guys, enjoy this review, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye, everyone.